Welcome to Manga Mavericks at Movies, the show where we talk smack about movies. God damn it, why do we still have this catchphrase? I don't know. We just keep rolling with it. It's because we're too unoriginal to come up with a new catchphrase. You know what's not unoriginal, though? The film that we just saw, Mune, Guardian of the Moon, or as it was originally known in French, Mune, the Gardien de la Lune.
Is it Mune, Guardian of the Moon?
It is Mune, it's... I don't know why I keep pronouncing it Mune. I've been inundated with weebiness. This is how it probably would be pronounced if it was a Japanese name.
Yeah, but it's just like how you'd, I guess, sort of expect, like Mune, because M-U-N-E. So Mune, Guardian of the Moon.
Because he's the guardian of the moon. His name's Mune.
Yeah.
And the guardian of the sun, his name's Sahun.
Yeah.
Get it? It's mispronouncing the names of the of the celestial bodies.
Yup.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You have nothing to add about the names. All you do is just parrot what I'm saying, or like add in like a yeah or woo. See, this movie was clearly the product of people who thought creatively, who thought about what would be the most interesting thing to do in this story, in this world, and this is one of the most imaginative worlds I've seen in a while. Like, there's some bizarrely designed creatures, there's, like, really stylized art. I love the art in this movie. It is just beautiful, stunning backgrounds. This is a great example of stylization in CG animation that just works super well. It's, like, one of the best examples I've seen in recent memory, up there with the Peanuts movie.
Yeah, visually this movie was stunning. The CG looks great, like, probably some of the best CG I've seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It just works so well, like, the environments kind of just, like, really come to life with color, I feel, like, because the big contrast in this film is, like, there's one side of the planet that's all, like, bright because it's, like, covered by the sun, and the other side is just fully covered by the moon.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you can just see, like, the different, like, I guess, contrast and colors there. Like, the sun side's, like, super bright and vibrant, and then, like, moon side kind of has this, like, cool, like, I guess, I don't know, like, mystic feel to it.
Yeah, definitely. I love the scene where they're all at the rally for, like, the coronation of the new Guardians, and you see the audience, and one side it's the people in the sun, the other side it's the people in the moon. There's just this thin stripe of, like, evening, the middle ground.
Yeah.
And that was just really cool. I really love that imagery. It was a lot of awesomeness. Like, this movie is great at taking a 2D cartooniness and transplanting it into 3D space, and it just works so well.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not too familiar with the directors, the staff behind this movie. This is a French film that has been made by this production company On Animation Studios. They've done work on Miraculous Ladybug. They co-produced that. They did work on Iron Man Adventures, apparently.
Yeah, Iron Man Armored Adventures.
Yeah. So they've been around, but I haven't seen any of their, like, theatrical work before now. But they did an amazing job. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, one thing that's interesting about this film is that it came out, like, quite a while ago in France. Like, this was first released at a film festival in 2014, and then it debuted in France in 2015.
Yeah. So it's taken 2 years for GKids to give it a wide theatrical release. But I'm glad they did, because I'm glad I got a chance to see this movie.
Yeah.
Though this was shown, I believe, before at Annecy.
Yeah. I mean, Annecy's in France, though.
That is true, it is in France.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this movie kind of snuck up on us out of nowhere. Really, because I would not have known about it if Lord hadn't just randomly been searching up Fathom events and saw it.
Yeah, I think I saw it a few times on Facebook, because GKids has been promoting it. They have released trailers for it, and if you look on their Twitter, it's like their banner and stuff. But I don't know, for some reason I just didn't notice it before.
Yeah, you know, we keep going to the Ghibli screenings. It would be nice if they had, like, put a trailer
put a trailer there. Put a trailer before the shorts, just a quick little one, so people know about this stuff. Like, recently they also had another French screening, like, The Girl Without Hands. And I didn't know that was even a thing. Like,
neither did I. We keep missing these because GKids is not doing a great job of promoting them just with their movies. Like, just put a trailer for your upcoming theatrical releases in front of your movies, dude.
Like, I think they're doing a good job social media-wise. But the problem is I follow so many things on social media that GKids doesn't necessarily always pop up for me.
Yeah, but you have to imagine that if they just gave it a little more of a marketing push, or just something
just give it a
like
trailer.
that.
Just give it a trailer.
Yeah.
Like, just put a trailer before one of the Ghibli Fest movies and then you're good. Because, like, this is what they do for other films. Like, they did this for, My High School Singing Into the Sea. They had the trailer before, I think, whatever movie we saw. I forget which movie it was. But they had, it was My Life as a Zucchini, I think. Mm-hmm. They had a trailer for Children Singing in the Sea before My Life as a Zucchini. That's how I, like, realized, oh, wait, yeah, they're screening this. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, so I wish they'd do that for the other stuff, because like, The Girl Without Hands seemed like a cool film. I'll probably watch it at some point, because I'm sure GKids is going to put on DVD and Blu-ray, but it would have been cool to see it in a theater.
Yeah, because you know with GKids that they're going to license some interesting films. They always pick, like, the cream of the crop, the best of animation that they can get their hands on. Like, so I want to go out and see whatever they have endorsed, whatever they have put out in theaters.
Like, I've always noticed a lot of their films, like, before anime films that I went to, but until, like, recently, I've never really bothered to go and see them. So now I kind of want to just go seek them out, because by now, pretty much all the ones I haven't seen are on Blu-ray already. Mm-hmm. They're not expensive, like $15-20, so it might be worth it.
The problem is it's just so easy to lose track of, like, when GKids is releasing stuff. Because there are so many films from the past, like April in the Extraordinary World, that I'd love to have seen in theaters, but I didn't know it was in theaters.
I knew it was in theaters, I just didn't bother to go.
Well, for me, the only thing that keeps me from going to these is just lack of awareness. Yeah. But I feel like they really need to retool, like, their marketing strategy, because I don't know how many butts and seats they're getting, because at the screening we went to, and granted, we went to a theater in, like,
Roseville, Minnesota. So that's, I guess that's a little bit more uptown.
Yeah, but it's no Minneapolis. It's not like we saw this at the Lagoon.
Yeah.
Which is an art theater, basically.
Lagoon's like right in, like, the artsy sector of uptown.
Yeah. So we went and saw it at a Roseville AMC, and there were some people there. There were families there. I was
surprised how many people were there, to be honest. It was like, it wasn't full, but it was at least,
it wasn't close to full.
It was probably like, a fourth full.
Yeah, a fourth full, maybe a third full as a high estimate. But, yeah, I feel like this movie should have been seen by more people. I mean, it's just a one-day only event. You got it in theaters across the country, but how many people knew about this? I wonder how those people knew about this.
Yeah, I was surprised, huh?
Did their kids find out about it? Did they just randomly see that?
I highly doubt their kids found out about it.
I don't know. There are some savvy kids. Remember the Ancient Magus?
Yeah, that's different. That's anime.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe there's some kids who are really into animation and are looking up old foreign animation.
I kind of doubt it.
I don't know. It's the internet age.
I don't know. It seemed like a few of them were probably people who also just follow GKids on Twitter or something and thought it looked cool.
Maybe. I mean, there was more families than just random people.
Yeah, so maybe it was just some people who just came to the theater and were like, huh, this Mune thing looks cool. Let's go see that.
So there wasn't even a poster in the theater.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they probably just looked up the film on their phone.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's a mystery.
I mean, what competition does it have in regards to animated films? Because you think about it, what else is out there? Nut Job 2, Emoji Movie. Those have
because they're masterpieces.
Those have like incredibly low scores on Rotten Tomatoes. They have embarrassingly low scores. They have like less than 10%. And this movie at least has a 74% or something, you know? Yeah. So obviously, a parent who goes on Rotten Tomatoes, they see that and like, okay, I don't know anything about this Mune thing. but it has a way better score than that other stuff. And I don't want to see a movie called a goddamn emoji movie. So, screw it. I'm gonna just take my kid to see this.
Yeah.
So, I gotta imagine that some of the parents in there thought like that, and that's why they took their kid to the movie.
Probably. Yeah.
And speaking of theatrical experience, I don't know about the crowd. I don't know how enthusiastic the crowd was. There was this one, little girl behind us who, got very excited about certain things.
Yeah.
It was nice. I like, when kids get excited in the movie. Mm-hmm. So that was nice. But otherwise, a lot of people were just not, getting... I don't know. There was not, any big reactions. I mean, sometimes people would laugh at some jokes or whatever. But...
Yeah, I think a lot of those comes down to maybe GKids really probably should have pushed it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know they have at least two more, non-anime screenings this year. The breadwinner, I think, Bird Boy.
Are those this year or next year?
This year.
Are you sure?
They slated Breadwinner for fall 2017. Bird Boy they picked up this year, but they aren't clear on when they're releasing, but I am assuming that's still going to be this year.
Okay, Breadwinner looks super good. So
when did Breadwinner come out?
When did it come out? I mean, it hasn't premiered yet. It's gonna premiere in the Toronto Film Festival next month. Well,
okay,
this year's Toronto Film Festival. Let's be honest here. This podcast will probably come out past September 2017.
Yeah.
Heck, the movie might already have been out, or have been out for a while and just gone now.
But the Breadwinner is slated for fall 2017 for theatrical screening, so I'm assuming GKids is going to get that in at least about as wide as Mune, so...
I hope so. It looks like a movie that could get some good critical acclaim.
Looks interesting.
This might be their zucchini for this year, in terms of a film they want to probably push for Oscar nom.
For sure. GKids is doing really good at those Oscar noms.
Yeah, they have a foot in the door in the industry. Yeah. They just always have a slot, it seems.
Which is surprising, because, a few years back, you'd think of GKids as this very small company, but now they're kind of building themselves. They literally have the entire Ghibli library now. I mean, they've made a
name for themselves. It's high quality distribution studio, because they pick the best of the best in terms of films.
They're tapping, even outside of anime, they're tapping into a market that really is not being touched. How many distributors do you see in the US that are distributing non-anime foreign film and foreign animated films?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, it's kind of non-existent.
Yeah.
So a lot of the exposure we're getting to non-anime foreign animated films and stuff is GKids, Zucchini, and this film. It's really cool that they're doing this, and honestly, it makes me want to be able to check out, more foreign animated films, because there's a lot out there that we probably never hear of.
Yeah, there is plenty out there. That, I'm sure, has never been brought over.
Even in France alone, because they have a huge animation market there.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, foreign animation is just underexposed, especially if you're a US-based fan. And you're just you're not actively seeking this stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, all we really hear about is anime and American cartoons.
Yeah. And hopefully GKids will pave the way for that to change.
Where's our Crunchyroll for French animation?
And sometimes French animation has gotten big. I think Miracle Ladybug is
Ladybug, good. And then there's that one series that Mondo picked up, that boxing series.
I don't know anything about that one.
Yeah, that one looks cool, though.
Cool. I want to talk about the actual movie now.
Yeah, we kind of went on a tangent there.
What was your overall impression of this film? Because I think we can both agree that artistically, this film was gorgeous. It had some incredibly expressive character animation, wonderful character designs, a beautiful world, great color scheming and teaming, and just in general, aesthetically, it just was wonderful to look at.
Yeah.
But narratively, I wonder. I felt it was a little weak at times.
Narratively, I felt it was pretty simplistic.
Yeah.
We kind of, early into the film, Mune pretty much becomes Guardian of the Moon. without really us getting to know Mune first.
That was my biggest problem with the movie, is that Mune as a character, I did not...
He's bland as fuck.
Yeah, I could not care about this kid, like, because when we're introduced to him, like, he's just goofing around. We don't really get a sense of his motivation.
They also don't explain the magic dust.
Yeah, we
first.
don't know why he has his magic powers.
Yeah. At first, like, I thought it was just, okay, maybe all of his, like, species has that, but no, apparently it's special to him.
Yeah, we don't get a sense of what qualifies him to be Guardian of the Moon. Like, if the movie had started out with him doing something heroic, maybe, but it doesn't do that. It just starts off with him, like, playing with his weird cat creature thing.
Yeah.
And just running around and making a mess of things as he puts a baby to sleep when it's having nightmares. That's tied into the dreams aspect, I guess, but it's like, it's just one little thing. Like, we get more set up with the girl, who is way more interesting, Glim.
Yeah.
Like, conceptually, I just love the idea of this candle woman, this woman made of wax, who freezes up in nighttime, can only move at daytime, but if she goes out in the sun, she will melt and die. That is amazing. That is a cool power that should be in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's awesome.
The Dustan Candle Man.
Yes. There has to be a song, the candles that we're too musically inept to not think of. But
I'm pretty sure someone's made a song called Candle Man.
Oh, okay, cool.
Maybe, I don't know.
But yeah, so she's like the most interesting character for most of this movie because she has like interesting motivations. She knows so much about the lore of the series because she studied it. And she has like a very tangible like dream of like she just wants to go out and explore the world, but what's keeping her back is just her biological inability to actually go out in the world because she can't go out during the sun because she'll melt, and she can't go out at night because she'll freeze. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But she's cool. So she's like the coolest character. And she like does the heroic sacrifice at the end.
Yeah, by lighting up the sun.
Yeah, but yes. She like risks her life to blow the sun back. It's cool. And then the other main character is Sahon, who is like, a jock. He's not like a bad guy, he's just kind of like
He's a bit arrogant.
Full of himself and arrogant, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have, like, darkness in him. He does have, like, some selfishness that almost lets him get corrupted, towards the end of the movie. But, he eventually realizes his heroic, like, calling and, what's right, and snaps back into being a good guy. And, and eventually does learn to respect Mune. But see, the thing about Mune's character arc is I don't know what it's supposed to be about, because there's no sense of like, okay, so he needs to accept this responsibility, right? This responsibility of being Guardian of the Moon. And the idea is that he's not responsible. He keeps causing all these mishaps. And he needs to take responsibility for the damage he's caused and also for the position he's inherited. And then at the end of the movie, Sahon is like saying, Mune, I was wrong about you. You are the most powerful guardian ever.
Like,
what does that have to do with his character arc? Why was that the takeaway of this movie? That was not supposed to be the takeaway. I thought the takeaway was that he had to come into his own, become a goddamn adult, and take charge of, like, what he was entrusted with,
Yeah, like, Sahon was like, I don't think you're... At the beginning of the movie, it was like, I don't think you're qualified to be Guardian of the Moon. You kind of cut the other guy out of it.
Yeah, it's not... It wasn't supposed to be about strength. It was just supposed to be about, like...
If he's actually worthy of the title, if he is deserving to be the Guardian, if he is qualified even. It's not necessarily about strength, because, like, Mune's power isn't really strength-based.
It isn't.
Yeah,
It's magically based, like it's just...
It's like a magical, psychological type power.
I mean, he uses his wits and to just, like, get around and to outmaneuver his enemies or get out of
his magic drug dust to make people dream.
Yeah, I wonder if this is also part of the Ghibli conspiracy, infecting children through their dreams to want subconsciously the drugs that Totoro is selling. Kiki's
Maybe it wasn't a Ghibli conspiracy. Maybe it's a GKids conspiracy.
You're right. Maybe that's the thematic trick between all the GKids films, is that they're all trying to peddle drugs to our children.
Oh my god. We're sorry, GKids. We love you.
No, dude, we can't love them if they're really trying to brainwash our children into wanting to get addicted to drugs, dude. We gotta expose the conspiracy.
We gotta find the truth.
We gotta do some more research. We gotta see more of these films, and we gotta piece together the GKids conspiracy.
The GKids cinematic universe.
Yeah, the GKids cinematic universe.
We love you, GKids.
We don't love your drugs.
Yeah, if you're...
Unless the drugs themselves are the movies. Oh no! We've all
It all makes sense now!
Oh my god!
But the drugs are so good then.
We've been addicted! Oh no! We're going to be going to see all the GKids movies. We can't stop ourselves now. Oh no!
I mean, High School Singing the Sea was already drugs to begin with, so...
That's true.
Yeah, I mean... So I guess one thing we haven't mentioned yet is that when Mune uses his dream powers, it changes the animation style completely. It goes from CG to just kind of this more like free-form 2D style.
Oh, I love that. I love the world of dreams, and I love like when they depict flashback sequences in this great 2D style with such striking colors. This like very kind of looser, rougher animation, like very like inconsistent like outlining, but like just beautiful movement and just beautiful like color choreography. It's just so visually beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it looks like some of the best like 2D animation I've seen in a, I haven't seen a lot of 2D animation in theatrical release.
Just seeing 2D in a modern animated film is just so nice.
Especially really good stuff like that.
Yeah, let's face it, like 2D animation films is kind of been on its way out because everyone wants to do CG now.
Yeah, those are gotta be my favorite sequences in the movie, the dream sequences, because
they're fluid.
Great character acting too. Just some great subtle character acting, like during the scene where like they're at the moonstone and like Moon is like saying, bestow upon me a new moon, and then the candle girl is like giving him
she's just pointing to like the sickle.
Yes, and like the groove in the moonstone is like, just nodding around.
Yeah,
you gotta do that. It's
just go hammer it in, Mune.
Great body language, great character acting.
Yeah.
I mean, the CG stuff has that too.
The CG looks great. Like, this is probably some of the best CG you'll see from like modern animated films, I'd say.
The best animation you'll see in a film of this. This is very similar to like Captain Underpants again.
Yeah,
as I said before, they did a great job of like using a 2D kind of sensibility in a 3D space.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean the 2D in the dream sequences though looks fluid, dynamic. It just looks so great.
It does. I was absolutely enthralled by the animation and by the art. Again, artistically, this was a brilliant movie. And on that alone, I can recommend it. I think that, with a GKids release, you can at least count on there being some incredible animation involved.
It's gonna look experimental, or it's gonna look very unique.
Right.
This falls into, I'd say, very much both categories.
Right. GKids is never going to just be after, like, the commercial successes either. Like,
they aren't going to license the French equivalent of the Emoji Movie.
No. I mean, this movie was a financial flop in France.
It was?
It was. Like, it was made with a 17 million budget. I don't know if that's euros or in US dollars, but it was made for 17 million. And it only grossed 9.1 million.
Jesus.
So it was a flop in France. But they still brought it over here because it had so much artistic merit. This is a movie they thought deserved to reach more audiences, and I'm glad that they are willing to do that for movies like this that would otherwise just go unnoticed, unseen.
Yeah, for sure.
But when it comes to, like, enjoying the movie for its narrative, I mean, I think that it's confused thematically with what it's trying to say, especially in regards to Mune's character arc. And in terms of characters, like, I like Glim. I like her a lot. I like her role in the story. She was cool. I don't like the forced, like, romance that eventually happens between Mune. I don't get it.
That wasn't really needed.
It wasn't needed at all. It didn't, like, I didn't get the chemistry between them. Like, I got maybe a friendship vibe, but a romantic vibe. Like, because they're the male and female lead, they had to fall in love.
But Sid,
whatever.
Mune's the Kirito. He's a nice guy, so everyone wants to fuck him.
You know, that's probably not even an unfair comparison. Mune is kind of pretty perfect. I don't know if I really liked him as a character. I like his design. I like when he's animated. As an actual character, I'm not sure. I like Sehun a lot more, honestly, because he has a more interesting character arc and more interesting, journey to become more humble, become more aware of, like, what it means to be a guardian, not just for the prestige of it, but also, well, you know, what the entails in terms of responsibility and, like, why that's important. You know, I thought his character arc was really cool. I liked a lot of the supporting characters, like Phospho, the previous Guardian of the Moon, who, like, ran away from his responsibilities, but, like, sacrifices his life to make Sehun see the light, and, you know, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the minions of the main antagonist. Like, they were
the little, like, volcano midget guys.
Yeah, like, the one guy, there was the one guy who was like, oh, yeah, chaos and destruction, woo! He was funny, and also funny was, like, the really depressed guy who just liked flowers and didn't really want to be evil. And they're like these evil snakes that the main antagonist has, and, like, the depressed guy's, like, going, yay! And coil around me, make me evil, and they just move past him, and he's like, oh, I knew it. That was great.
Yeah,
that character was fun. So, you know, the little guys are fun. But the actual antagonists of this movie, like Lehun, the jilted Guardian of the Moon, and Necros, the former Guardian of the Sun who became evil and went to the underworld. They were whatever, you know. They were evil or corrupted or whatever. I don't know. I guess the Necros guy, he was corrupted by temptation by the snakes. Like, I don't know what the snakes are supposed to represent. I guess
it's like those black thingies in Voltron Season 3.
Oh, don't get me started on that. We have a whole podcast recorded about that after this. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess just in general, it's like a thematic, symbolic representation of, like, temptation, just, like, related to Adam and Eve. Everyone knows, like, the snake tempts Eve.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same deal here, you know, that's just what it means. So, it's okay. His motivation is just that, I'm evil, I don't want people to live, so I'm going to steal the sun and let the moon die.
Like, I feel like, generally, narratively, this is very much by the books, like...
Yeah, it's pretty, you know, you can tell where the plot is going. I think the only, like, deviations are that the female lead does, like, do something to actually, like, save the day.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't really need to be saved or rescued that much. Like, the one time she is, like, it makes sense because, like, she's freaking frozen.
Yeah.
So, you know, again, she's, like, the best character in the movie. She's the most interesting. And then, like, behind her is probably Phospho. Cause I thought he had a cool design, and he had a cool sacrifice going for him. Then Sehun again. Nice character arc, and then
then all the way at the bottom we have Mune.
Yeah, really, at the bottom is Mune. Mune is like, whatever. He's a kid's film protagonist. He's not that. I guess he's trying to be I guess they're trying to go for an Aladdin thing. I don't know, whatever.
I guess, but yeah. I mean, like, if you're gonna see this film, see it for the visuals, see it for the fantastic direction and art. Narratively, you're probably not gonna get much out of it.
I mean, this is a film I would see again. Thinking about it,
yeah, but you're not gonna watch it for the story again.
Probably not.
You're gonna watch it for the visuals.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it for the animation. And because I really love looking at beautiful art animation and just studying how it was drawn. In my mind, whenever I see an animated film now, I'm just like, in my mind, I'm trying to slow it down in my mind and pick out every single keyframe and learn from it. Because that's just how my mind works now. I would say, though, that I do like some of the characters. Again, I do like Glim, and I do like some of the other characters. The only character I really don't care about that much is Mune, and I guess the villain. But even the villain, at least, is a good villain in terms of being intimidating and threatening.
Yeah.
And the other villain, Lehoon, is like, he's whatever, but he can be funny sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really... It was hard for me to really think of him as a villain.
He was a villain. He's the reason all the bad stuff happened.
He fucks everything over, but after that, like, they don't really paint him as a villain. He's just kind of like...
Yeah, he does. He stops being a villain, but he was still a villain.
Yeah.
He was still, like, after power, he still was willing to sacrifice the sun for the sake of, getting the moon. And it's like, even though he did care about, like, being a good guardian or whatever, it's not like, he was still incredibly selfish and he was still, like, willing to, like, risk people's lives in order for that to happen.
That's a good point.
So he was a bad guy. He didn't really have a redemption. He really didn't do anything to redeem himself. They just, like, were like, whatever, dude. Just get out of the way now.
Yeah.
We don't care. So, whatever. That guy was whatever. But, yeah, overall, I enjoyed watching this movie. I'm glad that we discovered that this was being put out in theaters and got to go see it. This was a unique experience, and I had a good time with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anything else to add?
You summed it up well. GKids will probably release this on DVD and Blu-ray soon. I mean, if you're interested in this film, I'd say go check it out, go buy it, support more niche films that GKids are releasing. If I personally want to see more of this stuff get released in theaters and just released in general over here. Yeah. So yeah, go support it.
Yep. But that will do it for this episode of Manga Mavericks at Movies. So we'll see you in the next one, I guess.